Hey, this is Chris at Rekkid Talk, so I'm going to do another one of those ranking videos. I haven't done one in a while. This isn't a band-focused one, this is a year-focused one. So we're going to look at some 30-year-old records and CDs today, ranking the albums a top 10 from 1991. Warning, if you don't like alternative and grunge and Seattle bands, this would be a great time for you to click away. So let's get into it. My number 10 by your Northeast Boston. I think they actually originally started off in Rhode Island. Band The Throwing Muses with what I think is their best album, The Real Ramona. So this featured the stepsisters, Kristen Hirsch and Tanya Donnelly, in a band together. I think this was, if I remember right, I think this was the last record before Tanya left to form Belly. Most of the songs were written and sung by Kristen. Tanya would do a few of the songs as well. I think she eventually left and did the Belly thing so that she could be the primary singer-songwriter. The two guys that were the rhythm section are really cool as well. Number 9, I think this is going to be, I think this is it for non-American in here. This is Robin Hitchcock and the Egyptians with Perspex Island. And I find I think it's kind of odd I'm actually putting this on the list. I got this probably 91, 92, probably not all that long after it came out. Every time I listen to it, I think it's really cool, but I only seem to listen to it maybe once a year or so. I've never gone out and picked up any other Robin Hitchcock records. I don't really know why, because I think this is a great quirky album, and it seems like I should like more of what this guy has done. So if you're watching and you're a Robin Hitchcock fan, you should probably tell me what else I need to get by him. Maybe I don't even have the good stuff. Who knows? All right, my number 8. I warned you that Seattle was going to be involved, so we're going to do some Soundgarden, Bad Motor Finger. So we've got Rusty Cage, Outshine, Jesus Christ, Pose. I may actually like this better than the records that we're going to follow in the next couple of years. So there they are. Of course, the late Chris Cornell. So Bad Motor Finger by Soundgarden, my number 8. Number 7, let's go to Chicago. Let's get some Smashing Pumpkins Gish. Depending on what day you ask me, I might tell you this is my favorite Smashing Pumpkins album. Smashing Pumpkins is somebody I've gotten kind of down upon. I find Billy Corgan to be pretty much an irritating human being. But Gish and Siamese Dream, and at least some of the stuff on Melancholy and Infinite Sadness are all pretty good. So that was my number 7. Number 6, L7, Smell the Magic. So this was their release on Sub Pop. So these were very scary women. L7. I always like this insert. Look at this dude here. Oh yeah, these crazy chicks are diving on us, and so this is just messy, dirty, great stuff. And then their major label debut, Bricks Are Heavy. I like that as well. I've never gone completist on L7, but I have a feeling that if I dug a little bit deeper, I'd find some more that I like. So we're at number 5. So we're going to go back to the Northeast. Pixies, Trompe le Monde. I remember having this on a tape cassette, and I think it spent a lot of time in my car. I know of the original Pixies albums. I think this is the one that the fans tend to like the least, but I really like some of these songs on here. Alec Eiffel, I think, is a really cool song. Subculture, Planet of Sound, I mean, the good songs are pretty scattered around on here, but there you go. My number 5, Pixies, Trompe Le Monde. Number 4, we'll get into some stuff that I now have on vinyl. I didn't have any of this on vinyl back in the day, so any vinyl I'm showing you is something I've gotten fairly recently. So here's Pearl Jam. It's on purple vinyl. It's 10. It's probably been played too much. Maybe some of you don't need to hear Even Flow or Jeremy ever again. But this is going to be my number 4 album from 1991. Number 3. So I talked about Mary's Danish when I did my recent response to Glenn Calloway with the favorite female artists. Once Upon a Time, if you want to dig it up, I did a very low-viewed video about this album, Mary's Danish Circa. So Mary's Danish was sort of a quirky, sort of funk alt-rock band. Like if you liked like Red Hot Chili Peppers and Faith No More, but with a pair of women as the lead singers, you might like Mary's Danish. They made a few records in the late 80s, early 90s, got completely screwed by the record label, but there's a cool cover of the Foxy Lady, and some of the originals are really cool as well, Yellow Creep Around and Julie's Blanket, and I think that this is a group that never got the notice they deserved. Mary's Danish Circa as my number 3. My number 2 album is a little bit more famous, Nirvana, Nevermind. Yeah, you've heard of this album before. Again, I have the recent reissue on silvery vinyl, and so you know this album, Nirvana, Nevermind. But it's not my number 1. My number 1 is by their buddies Mudhoney. So this was the 30th anniversary reissue. So I usually don't get these reissues with the extra tracks, but this is a 2-album set, so you've got 1 disc with the original album, 1 disc with demos and outtakes and all that sort of stuff, because it's Mudhoney, damn it. And I mean, Mudhoney should have been a bigger band than they ever became. Every Good Boy Deserves Fudge was probably my favorite Mudhoney album. I have been thinking about doing a ranking the albums of Mudhoney video, so I may have spoiled. If this isn't number 1, it's going to be close to number 1. I'll tell you that much right now. But at some point, I'm going to tackle the discography of Mudhoney and do them. So again, I'll do a quick recap, number 10 through number 1. So number 10, Throwing Muses with the Real Ramona. Number 9, Robin Hitchcock and the Egyptians, Perspex Island. Number 8, Soundgarden, Bad Motor Finger. Number 7, Smashing Pumpkins with Gish. Number 6, L7, Smell the Magic. Number 5, the Pixies with Trompe Le Monde. Number 4, Pearl Jam 10. Number 3, Mary's Danish Circa. Number 2, Nirvana Nevermind. And number 1 for me, again, Mudhoney. Every good boy deserves fudge.